Hey Dom, this is Dave Decide. Today we have 3 topics to jump into and I'm very excited to talk about it. I wanted to get into the music video Bad Decisions and some fans' reactions around the song sounding similar and or copied. I also want to get into BTS posting about the music video and why people found this interesting. And of course, I also wanted to get into V addressing his regrets. So hater or not, make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on. Grab a see spilling mug merch and let's get into it. If you didn't know, V has a new show that has just been released on Disney+, or if you're in Korea, you might be able to see the show on JTBC. The show is called In the Soup Friendcation, and V spends his time in the forest with his Wooga Squad friend group, which are his actor friends. I have yet to completely binge the series, but when I do, it will be on Patreon, and you guys are welcome to join me there. I'll link it below. But there has been a clip that did go viral. There was a clip in the initial trailer that had shown V crying at night as everyone was snuggled together to sleep. Since the news of the show and the trailer had just come out around that time and the alleged hiatus announcement, people were assuming that V was crying because he missed the members a lot. This was an interesting assumption because I don't think V necessarily would miss the members like that. It's not like they all went to travel around the world by themselves. They're all just taking a break, and V can still go and see any of them if he wishes to do that. There's things like video calls or texting, and since they're in a group chat, they can also do that. But on the other hand, this assumption was justified because V went through 2 seasons of In the Soup with all the BTS members, and now he is enjoying his new season without any of them there. But up until now, we had no idea what the actual reason was, and people just assumed. Turns out the theory is wrong. We ended up seeing the entire snippet and that moment go viral on Twitter, and the clip revealed what actually happened with the full context. All the members were laying down together to sleep. It was the dead of the night, so it was very quiet, and Choi Woo-shik ended up hearing V crying under the covers. Choi instantly asked if V was crying, and V initially denied it. When Choi opened the lights to see, they found that he was crying, and of course, once everyone found out, they woke up, turned to V, and asked what was wrong with him and why he was sad. This is supposed to be a vacation after all. Why on earth are you crying? V answered that he had a lot of regrets in this past year, and before anyone says anything, I don't think the regrets have anything to do with BTS. I think BTS is a big part of V's life, but I don't think BTS is V's life. As in, I think people would be disappointed to hear that V's entire life isn't just all the other members of BTS. He has aspirations to make other friends and possibly date or get married to other people. It's just human to be more than a one-dimensional person. Him being with his other friends on vacation is an example of that. V never fully clarified what he was regretting exactly, and the Wooga Squad went ahead and told V that whatever happened in the past year is just the past year and the new year can be better. I think V is so sensitive, and that's really what I love about him, is that he is so in tune with his emotions. I think the past is nothing to linger on, but I don't think we should suppress those emotions and not acknowledge them. Him crying is him processing those feelings, and I think that's important. He doesn't owe anyone, and definitely not the public, an explanation of what his regrets are. But he owes it to himself to process those emotions, cry if he wants to, and get past that so that the next year can actually be better. And if it's not actually better, he would feel better about it because he's coming into the new year having dealt with the issues from the past. And another thing is, you don't have to wait for the year to be over to start trying to have a good year. You can do that at any point in the year. And I think this retreat for V would be good for him in that way. V has been very busy. He has obviously just wrapped up this show. He was also in Paris for his fashion thing, and he's been doing a lot. It seems like the members have been very busy, so they haven't been as active on social media. They were definitely more active during their break, and that is expected. But recently they were more active again as the release of a new song with Benny Blanco just dropped. The song is called Bad Decisions, if you didn't know, and the song is extremely catchy, but we will get more into that later. The artwork for Bad Decisions was very simple. It's literally red, a square with the title, and then some blur on there. When the song dropped, the official BTS Instagram account posted the artwork, and they did it in a more interesting way. Instead of just doing one post, they decided to extend the red square into 3 posts. So one that is the actual official song cover, and then the other 2 are just full red squares. This is very smart, as anyone who is scrolling on their feed might come across one of those squares. Go check out the page, and then they will be alerted that a song is out. And only BTS can get over 1 million likes on a red square. I cannot deal. People then put another moment in which a specific BTS member in the past had posted a red square before. Back when Suga started his Instagram, he was still figuring out what to post and whatnot, and I think he accidentally posted a random red square. Or maybe it wasn't an accident, because if you go on the page, it's still there. So people believe that back when he posted this was his way of talking about the song Bad Decisions, and they knew of the collab since then. However, if you look up Bad Decisions, the credits don't list Suga on it as a producer or anything. So I think Suga just liked the color red, and so it just so happened that Benny also picked red. However, I do want to add that the red in the Bad Decisions cover is not the exact shade that Suga posted. Suga posted a slightly darker red, and it got 13 million likes. Again, I cannot deal. I'm curious if you think this was supposed to be a spoiler that Suga had leaked, or do you think it was a mere coincidence? I think oftentimes ARMYs can find connections that may or may not actually be there. But it was a fun theory, and we won't actually know if it's true or not. I'm glad that BTS posted about the music video and song. I'm very happy to hear that they were very proud of it. A lot of ARMYs were a little disappointed that BTS did not physically appear in the music video at all. So spoiler alert, Benny plays a BTS fanboy, and in the video at the end, he is supposed to appear at a BTS concert, but ends up arriving 28 hours early, and a lot of people, including myself, was expecting BTS to appear at the concert and we would get to see them. I was shocked to see that they did not appear. I did give my first reactions to it on Patreon, so if you want to see that, again, it's linked below. But no, we didn't see them in the video, and that makes sense to me as well, because only 4 of the members sang in the song, and it would be quite weird to have BTS appear as 4, and that would ruin the branding of the group, as people would start to think BTS disbanded and is now only 4. And it's just best not to appear in that case. Just a quick reminder, as we do want to stream the song and all that, make sure you watch the video to the end and then go watch a different video to the end. You can rewatch this one or whatever and then go back to the music video. Otherwise, if you just hit refresh, it will not count as a new view, and you can stream the video 50 times and it will only be 1 view. So please make sure you go watch another video, or you can do a playlist and add other videos in it, and it can then automatically loop itself. Now, Bad Decisions is so catchy, and I think the reason it's so catchy is because it could potentially sound like a lot of very popular and successful pop songs. If something tends to work, the industry will try to redo and recreate that thing up until it does not work. Producers will often use the same similar chords and beats to recreate an entire new pop song because it works. There's a very limited amount of sounds that we find pleasant to listen to. A siren obviously doesn't sound nice, as by design it's supposed to be loud and obnoxious, so you move. When they add it in songs, they have to lower the thing a bit so it's easier to listen to. And it gives you an idea of just the amount of sounds that people actually have to work with. Benny is a producer for so many different artists, and so many that you can think of. A lot of people on Twitter were claiming that the song sounded similar to Sugar by Maroon 5 and also Birthday by Katy Perry. Now, from what I've seen, neither of these songs were produced by Benny, but Benny has worked with both of these artists and groups. And the producer for Birthday is Dr. Luke, who is very controversial to say the least, but he is good at making really popular pop hits, and what he does is he'll often reuse a similar feeling or beat to recreate a brand new song, and that gets a #1. It's not just a technique that Dr. Luke allegedly uses, but one that several producers use. Now, I don't think Bad Decision sounds that similar, but I am explaining why it could to the people that think it is. It is something that is often used in music, and reusing a beat or similar riff or drumming pattern is not considered copyright or plagiarism. You can't copyright something like that. But it's really an awesome song regardless, and I'm very curious to hear what you think of the song. Do you think it sounds similar to Maroon 5 or Katy Perry? Do you think BTS or Suga talked about the Bad Decisions music video back when Suga posted the red square? And how do you feel about V's confession to regretting something? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thank you for this lovely comment right here. Love you, bye.